Alright. Good to go.
You ascend into an oval hall glittering with frost. Carvings decorate the walls, and long icicles hang from the ceiling. A 10-foot radius dome of translucent ice encloses the area around the shaft from which you emerge. At the far end of the hall, two blade-shaped patches of pitch darkness hover in the air to either side of the double door. A glowing green crystal, roughly the size of a human fist, is set into the arch above the doorway. And then, let's see, is there a handout? There is. I will show to players.
Handout. Oh.
Show.
Oh.
I don't take that item name as good news.
I'm sure they're very friendly.
They
Especially
have
if you don't wanna walk
disaster
through
in
the-
their name.
They just want to give you a hug. It'll be fine.
Does our
Yes.
Everlast say anything? Now that we are in
Actually,
this room.
give me just a second.
Or Professor Orb.
That too.
Okay, so I'm gonna do this real quick, and it will become apparent why in just a minute. Let's see. That. Okay, really, game? You couldn't keep that? Okay, whatever. It's fine. Oh, so you guys are actually in a dome. The hemispherical wall of force.
We can't just force our way out of this one.
Oh, that's cool. Let's see. Wait, don't you got... No, you don't have that. Okay, good to know. Oh yeah, it does look a little warped because the dome you're in is covered in ice. So things are kind of obscured. So you ask him hold on, it's been a while. Everlast. If there's any way to get out of the wall of force. And he indicates that sound can still affect it. If you make a loud enough noise, there's a chance that you can knock the glowing green gem, which is the cause of the wall of force, out of its fixture as it has grown loose over the years.
Does anybody have a thunder spell? That's like the first thought that pops in my brain.
Where is the gem situated?
I was just assuming by the door down here, yeah.
And so it's not really a door; it's just a wall of force.
No. You see this this ice-colored bubble you're in?
Yeah.
That is a wall of force that has been covered in ice.
I can see that a lot better when I don't have my aura on top of it.
Yes.
Skiff would shake his head no at the question.
Liz,
Hi.
do you have any thunder-based spells?
Well, sort of.
He also cautions not to get any closer than you are, or the blades will immediately attack. And while you're trapped in the wall of force, it'd be more difficult for you to defend against them, as they can pass through it, you cannot.
I mean, we can take our chances with a thunder or a chaos bolt.
A wall of force means you can't shoot anything out of it.
It has to be something that produces loud sounds.
That's why That's why he
Oh.
mentioned thunder spells.
Yeah,
He, in this case,
like thunderclap.
Everlast recommends a thunder wave spell. Might be able to do it. What happens if I do this? Oh, it just brings it up. Okay, fair enough. Do any of you guys have, like, thaumaturgy or, let's see.
Thaumaturgy, like, a tiefling might get?
Like a spell that maybe I got instead of getting Ray of Frost, which I have. I'm looking at like items that I have that might help.
I have a flute. Will that help?
Not necessarily. Give me just a second.
Would the ram ring help with, like, shaking stuff? Or no?
Because you can see it.
You wouldn't be able to get it outside of the wall of force.
Damn.
Oh.
But we're standing on actual stone, right? Like, that's the floor?
Yeah. I was looking to see if prestidigitation could do it, but it can't.
What was the requirement again?
For what?
Just a loud noise.
Just a loud noise?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. I could have swore I had something. No, I think I'm misremembering.
Can I reach inside of the chest that I got, the whatever it's called, and pull out something that's explosive?
Let's see, which chest was it?
The I will just be lazy and do that.
Oh, the abracadabracus. The
That.
abracadabras. Let's see. Unfortunately, it can only produce non-magical objects.
And everything explosive is basically magic.
You could bring things out that are explosives, The problem is that it needs. Well,
What about a bell?
I don't know if I can get a bell
well,
loud
an
enough.
explosive could do it, but the problem is setting off an explosive while you're trapped inside with it isn't necessarily a good idea.
It can just be an explosive?
Something that creates a tremor or an impact, yeah.
Once again, if it were in range of casting and hurting the whole party, it would be bad because we're stuck in a dome of force.
To be fair, Thunderwave would also do it, but it would hit the party, so.
Well,
Yeah.
it'd be one of those. If everyone back to the opposite edge of it, and they were on the opposite edge, we would barely not be able to get hit by it, but it'd be really iffy.
Mm-hmm. So, if you want to pull explosives out, I'm not going to stop you.
I see a stick of dynamite that I could maybe pull out that has a 5-foot radius.
So to put this into perspective, the two things it lists are things that um have a radius that can be heard X number of feet away.
The one time I don't take those spells.
And
this
they
person.
usually do thunder damage as well. Because I'm fairly certain none of you guys have a Horn of Blasting.
Oh, dang. Nope. Sorry, I left that at home.
What about Ice Storm? Would that be able to do enough to jiggle it free?
The spell Ice Storm?
Yeah.
Let's see. What does Ice Storm do? Oh, magical thing of telling me things. Let's see. Pounds on the ground, 20-foot radius, 40-foot cylinder. Well, it does say it pelts the area, so yeah, I guess you could do that.
That or wall of ice, and have the ice come up from like right underneath it to try to get it out of place, kind of thing. Because I figured like if we're looking like for any solution, then it's like I want to make use of this stupid stuff of ice because I know it's not gonna do anything against Aurelia.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot you had that.
Well, because he didn't really use it.
You know what? Fair.
But he's still attuned to it.
Yeah.
He's still a wizard, okay? Technically speaking.
The wall of ice, I would say no, but the
Ice Storm?
the ice storm might be able to shake the gym loose. Did you want to try and do that?
Sure. Instead of his bow, he would have his shield and staff of ice, or whatever it's called. Frost, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, staff of frost. He would use 4 charges of it and uh, try to position it or center it to where maybe he's not hitting necessarily the enemies or potential enemies, because it would be like, oh, if he doesn't knock it down, then they'll come attack us because they feel threatened. And so I'd want to be able to just hit that gym if possible.
Unfortunately, due to the positioning, you wouldn't be able to hit just the gem.
Lame. Okay, he wouldn't go past that. If he had to do it, he would put where is it currently located? The gem?
It is currently located 20 feet above the ground here.
Okay, he would want that near as much as the edge he can get it while still trying to fully affect it, and put those two swords and that gem at the bottom of the radius.
Okay,
So if they have to come get us, it'll slow them down at least a little.
fair enough. So that was what save was that again?
Oh God, I think 1 sec.
I want to say it was a dex save.
Sounds right.
Yeah, Dex.
What's the spell save DC? I don't remember. Was it a 16?
Yeah, 16. It's
Alright.
not normally listed for his character since he doesn't have a lot of spells and he was initially a fighter, so the multi-classing aspect of the character mentor isn't like giving you extra spell info for after if you try multi-classing.
That's fair. So they ended up passing. However, the gem cannot make that save. Literally, it's just a gem in the
It
wall.
takes 2d8
So,
bludgeoning and 46 cold.
all right, fair enough.
But I will roll the damage because even if they save, they still take half.
Yep.
There's bludgeoning. And of course, there's the cold damage.
You know what? Damage is damage. So they take half, right?
So they
they'll
take
Yeah.
7.
On the upside, that was just enough damage to break the emerald crystal.
14 damage exactly. Shit.
Mm-hmm. With that, well, I mean, you broke it. It's because it has resistance to damage. Immunity to 2 different types, but resistance to everything else. But it also has just a tiny bit of health left in comparison because of how long and how loose. So you managed to shatter it, so you are no longer confined to that dome. And with that, I will give everybody else an opportunity to perform one action before we roll initiative.
In the time that they take their actions, can I switch back out of using my staff?
As part of your movement, yes.
Okay.
I haven't done this in a while. I think I should do it.
What am do?
Does it have to be just one? Or can I pull out 3 at
A
once?
single action. 3 of what?
Bag of tricks. 3 puff
Ah.
balls.
I do not believe it states you can only do one at a time.
Just 3 maximum.
It's really pretty outside for me right now. I know that's not relevant to the game, but like due to the weather conditions, like everything's got this really nice pink haze to it. It looks really pretty outside.
So yeah, I might as well.
Zan, Liz, did you want to do anything to him?
Nope.
You don't want to get like chip damage in for a free attack? Nothing?
It does not specify an amount, but it does say it requires an action to do it. So you could pull 3 at once.
Mm-hmm. So I shall do.
A weasel, a direwolf, and a giant badger. Okay, let's see. And again, they didn't give me any tokens for
Well, you got a
the
dire
bag
wolf.
of tricks it gives you. So I'll have to, well, yeah, but I'm saying like it didn't give me any of the weasels or the boars or any of that.
I'm just
It's
gonna
like,
say
guys,
the
come
weasel
on.
isn't on me, so you don't have to place that one down.
Oh my god, I found it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, it's so cute. Let's see. Oh my god, I love it. Oh, that's why. Any of y'all recognize that
yeah.
object next to it?
That is where we
Uh-huh.
saw that.
Yeah, that's Professor Orb.
Perfect.
That's why it has so that's why it looks like that. That's not what it looks like in the bag, but that's what the weasel they gave me. And then direwolf. Where's the direwolf? And there's the direwolf. Boom. Oh, I forgot how big they are.
And that is the correct size.
Uh-huh. And then what was the last one?
The giant
giant
badger.
badger.
Which is just medium.
Yeah.
Which I know it doesn't have that one.
Yeah, I was about to say it does not. Unless.
Unless.
Nope. Alright. So we'll just do. Oh, come on. There we go. There we go.
Almost all the same
Weasel,
letters.
direwolf, badger, I choose you! Alright, so that was Agony's action. What is Liz doing?
Nothing.
You didn't want to perform an action before we roll initiative?
Not mage armor, nothing.
Like that.
Oh yeah,
I-
you're baked in mage armor, but you didn't want to do anything to them. Like as I said, like a free attack,
Like
nothing.
a
I
free
mean,
chaos
I can
bolt.
I can do it. I can do attack. Like I can.
That's an action.
Yep.
No, I didn't know you were saying. Okay.
Yeah, you have the opportunity to do an action before combat.
Oh, okay. Well, let's do chaos bolt then.
Alright. And just to make things a little easier... Oh, shoot. Who is this? Oh, hold on, guys. I'm very sorry. Give me just a minute.
I figure you could probably still roll the stuff you guys want to do, just so.
What?
I figure you could probably roll your.
If you want to do chaos
Stuff.
bolt, roll for damage and stuff.
I'm waiting
For what?
for the right time.
It's literally right now.
That's fine.
This is what we're doing. We're doing actions before the combat starts.
Yeah, but he's not here.
Well, it doesn't mean you won't see your rolls. Did you want to do anything, Zan?
Yeah, I was gonna see which one list targets because I was gonna do Toll the Dead.
Both of them are damaged already by Ice Storm.
Oh yeah.
I still don't know which one's gonna still survive afterwards. I'll
I'll
still,
do-
I guess, roll it. There's my roll for it.
I'll do blue.
Das blue.
Well, if you're gonna put it like Dostum, maybe it would be Blau.
I'm not fluent.
I'm not either. I just mine's really rusty, but I mean,
Damn, I could have used chaos bolt.
You could have. You did.
Wait, are you attacking the blue one or the red one? Are we both attacking the blue one?
that's what she said. She was waiting to see which one you attacked, and then she was gonna piggyback on it.
Assuming it didn't die.
Alright, sorry about that. Okay, so, Liz, you were aiming at the red or the blue one?
The blue one.
And Zan, you were aiming at the red or the blue one?
I'll aim at the red one.
Alright, fair enough. So 19 to hit. Let me close that. Bring this up. There we go. 19 does hit. And let's check the wisdom save.
What type of damage do you want your chaos bolt to be?
I
Force.
did not pass the wisdom save. So that's 21 damage. Zan, you said the red one, right?
Yes.
Alright, so that one just took 29. And the blue one is taking... let's see.
Does it resist force damage? Jeez.
It does not.
I was like, there's only one thing.
Sorry,
I know
I
it's
was
not
I
about
was
that.
checking their resistance and immunities. All right, so 16. You said force damage.
Mhm.
All right, cool beans. Now we roll initiative.
What? I didn't roll too bad.
Here we go again.
If it makes you feel any better, your initiative is higher than theirs.
I don't know why, but I just knew
That's
you were
good.
gonna say that.
I'm just getting used to having low initiative rolls in all the games I play.
You beat their initiative by 1.
Perfect.
So Skiff, Zan, Agony, list them. Go.
Attack red.
Bo.
Yeah. Although I'm getting low on arrows, to be honest.
Fair.
Does a 14 hit?
A 14 just barely hits.
So 18 damage.
And you said you were hitting which one? Red?
Yeah.
18 damage on red.
Keep in mind, it is magical piercing. It's not like regular piercing or anything.
Yep.
Okay.
That's why they took damage at all.
Oh, I guess it's a good thing I use fire.
Then that's a 26
Which definitely hits.
for another 20 damage.
Oh. Alright. It's not dead yet.
And an 18 for another 20. Yeah, okay. That's a lot of damage for one thing to take, okay?
So after your second attack, it had 1 health left.
There's no way Skiff would have known that.
I know. But at the same time, it's good to know that. Alright. Anything else from Skiff?
Action surge, more attacks.
Oh.
But you're running out of arrows.
Yeah, but doesn't mean I can't try to recover them.
That is true. Alright. So action surge, pew pew pew.
Yeah. I'll roll advantage to get 2 out of the way.
I
I'm not.
think
I
that
don't.
first one
I don't
was-
think a 9's gonna hit.
A 9 does not hit, but you know what that 9 is? It's not an
a
at
nat
1.
was
However,
close.
your second hit does hit
Deal the 22
Or-
damage.
22. And then third hit. Potentially.
12. No.
12 does not hit.
End turn.
Alright. That puts it to, I believe, Zan.
Yes.
Yeah. And what did Zan do?
Swing my sword.
Clash blades.
It is a magical sword, so this
Yeah,
should be
that's gonna hit.
key.
10. And then, were you making that,
Nah, I don't gonna make it stunning or anything like that. 'Cause it's a sword. I wouldn't think that it may be possible for a sword to be stunned, but Xan wouldn't think that would be possible.
that's fair. 30 to hit. That definitely hits for...
Can I try recovering arrows?
Absolutely. You shot 5, right?
6.
You shot 6?
Yeah, I attacked 3 times and did action surge and then shot 3 more.
Fair enough. You managed to recover 5 of your 6 arrows.
Can I pull?
I guess that that first miss snapped it.
It is possible. Yeah, they're possible to break. Shame though.
Can I pull arrows out of my thing?
Out of the chest?
Yeah.
Let's see.
They're mundane items, right?
I believe that's accurate. Let me double check.
Yeah. Being an arcane archer, I only make them magical for the sake of bypassing resistances and immunities. Otherwise, just regular arrows. I don't have any special arrows.
A creature can use an action to touch the closed lid of the chest and expend one of the 20 charges while naming one or more non-magical objects, including raw materials, foodstuffs, and liquids, worth a total of 1 gold or less. The named objects magically appear in the chest, provided that they can all fit inside of it, and the chest doesn't contain anything else. As an example, the chest can conjure up a plate of strawberries, a bowl of hot soup, a flagon of water, a stuffed animal, a bag of 20 caltrops. Food and drink conjured by the chest are considered delicious, but they spoil after 24 hours if not consumed. Gems and precious metals created by the chest disappear after 1 minute. So it doesn't say anything about caltrops and whatnot, which is considered a non-magical weapon. So you could do this. The question is, so its interior is 1.5 cubic feet.
Oh, like those seem like small little crossbow arrows rather than full-on bow arrows, huh?
Yeah. I mean, you could make collapsible arrows, but you'd only be able to make like 5 of those.
Per charge.
Yeah.
What if you like made your own arrows?
Skiff isn't into. Skiff doesn't have the materials for that.
That's what I'm saying. Get the materials from the box.
Well, it'd be the same issue, is the materials um would have to fit within 1 cubic foot.
Oh,
Yeah, it's not a lot of space.
It's really not. And that chest is 25 pounds, which is kind of heavy for what is ostensibly a 2-foot cubic chest. But regardless, the point is you'd be able to get about 5 collapsible arrows out of the chest, and because it stipulates that the food and precious things disappear, it didn't say the things like the caltrops do. So you could essentially spend 1 charge to get 5 arrows that you could put together.
Skiff would express to Agony that he was running low on arrows. I don't know how many arrows Agony would get him though.
I would grab whatever I could just off of one go.
That would be 5 then. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Double the amount you recovered.
Yeah. Now I'm up to a quarter of how much I had when I started.
That's funny. All right.
Right, now we can go through the door since no blades of disaster are going to stop us.
Indeed. So I'm assuming you open the door then.
Yeah.
No, wait. Hold it. No, I just want to grab the one. Let me move it. No, I don't want to expand it. I want to move it. Oh my god. Let me move this. Alright, so some bugs still occur, but you know what? Overall, this is significantly better than not being able to do it at all.
I see doors.
You should see doors. Yeah, actually, they're 2, 4, 6, 8. What is that? 10? 8. 8 or 10 doors. There's a lot of doors.
8. Is there any differences to the doors, or are they just?
Give me just a
just
second.
say-
Let's see. Okay, so before you guys move through, you were standing at the door. Lining the far wall of this hall are 8 doors, each marked with a different arcane symbol. On the wall above them is etched an inscription in Draconic.
If only somebody here could read Draconic.
If only.
Oh yeah, if only.
Well, I mean, Skiff can't, so.
I
Where's
believe.
the Draconic?
I think in here, based off
Oh.
of his description.
Okay.
Alright, let's go in there. Come on, y'all.
Cool
Automatically
beans.
takes 7d6 damage.
No.
Oh, just her. Okay.
No, both of you,
Oh.
right there.
Oh.
I need both of you to make a, let's see, what was it again? A Constitution saving throw?
Hey, I'm pretty
A
good at
Constitution
those.
saving throw.
Good thing you're in the aura.
Hey, I'm decent at those. Oh.
What the
10!
Why?
No, sir. That's a natural 1.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's not the. That's. You don't have anything for, what was it, saving throws? Or was it magical guidance? Nothing? What was that for again?
I feel like
It's ability.
Oh, ability checks?
Oh.
Damn.
Yeah.
well,
So, this is where the fun begins.
Is
What-
it?
Fun is a relative term, I'm guessing here.
It depends on what side of this you're on. So you are both restrained as your
both
flesh
are.
begins to harden.
what?
Ooh.
Sound familiar, Sai?
Wait, hold on. Was the Draconic in this room or in the other room?
No, it's here on these doors here.
Oh.
Difficult to read from the other side of the doorway, however, stepping
I
where
see.
you did.
I see. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So, can we do anything about this?
Yes. that is the
So after
question.
6 seconds, you can make a second Constitution saving throw.
Apart from that, is there anything we can do?
Actually, oh my God, yes, there is.
Does the magic water
Unfortunately,
help cure anything?
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure Agony's the one holding the cure.
Usually I'm the one
Am
holding
I?
the water or the statue.
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
you're the one holding it?
Yeah.
Then never mind. Zan's got the cure.
Oh.
Woo.
Well, I mean,
So-
I think we've been habitually making sure we have, like, water, not regular water flasks, greater restoration water flasks.
Yes.
Like, you feel restrained, just drink water. It's okay.
Basically.
Eh.
Did their appearances change? Or what I just see them
Oh
as-
yeah, their skin tones are slowly turning to stone tones.
then I would definitely notice that, and I would
Oh yes.
bring up my water skin and my statue to.
And you'll get them wet.
Yep. Because they're turning hard otherwise.
Oh my god.
So, you guys no longer need to make the saves.
Woohoo.
You are cured of your flesh to stone.
Can I do a perception check to see if there's, within vantage sight of where Skiff is right now, if there's any other weird traps like that, like, or survival or perception check of any kind?
It doesn't appear so. You don't even
Okay.
need to make the save for it. It just doesn't appear
It
so.
was just a dick move location to put it right behind the store.
Alright,
Sounds
come on,
about right.
gang, let's go. Let's read some Draconic.
Alright.
So, you two move further into the room.
I was
Mhm.
about to say, are they going to be affected by it then?
Everlast moves into this room with you guys.
What? I thought you could only stay in the...
Hey
area.
Zan and
Yes.
Skiff, I need a Constitution saving throw from you.
Damn.
So Skiff is fine.
Skip says, nah, I'm not dealing with that.
Also, I feel like Agony would be back a little bit further, if only because you'd want them in your aura because you know where the effect happened. Unfortunately, Zan,
I was
you
about to say,
start
I
to...
don't think a +2 is going to help.
It's not, but I figured you would do that anyway, just in case.
I was like, I don't know if I would be up too far by the time
If
they
Zan was
did.
restrained, Skiff would give him some water.
All right, cool. So Skiff, you passed, you're fine. Zan, you start to harden, and then Skiff gives you some water, and suddenly you chill out.
Here, you look dehydrated.
Oh, you're getting hard. Let's take care of that.
Yeah.
And then this is where the hilarity begins, because there's still 3 more that need to make the saves.
Oh, of all the puffs.
Yeah. All right, I'm just gonna
So-
start rolling.
There's draconic on every single one of these doors?
It is all the same phrase.
Oh, okay. Like, there's some weird tale to be told for some reason separated out? Like, what?
So the dire wolf with a +2 fails.
The badger.
The giant badger passes. And the weasel natural 20, so it passed. So a little bit of water for your dire wolf. It got thirsty after being summoned. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
So, resident draconic reader, you read in draconic, "Speak thy master's name and enter."
Okay.
And who is thy and who is thine master?
You can give me Arcana if you want.
Arcana.
Will do.
I'll let the ones that are magic-y do that. I don't think I'll help.
15.
No.
So... Alright, both of you recognize the symbols on the doors. Because remember, there are arcane symbols on each of these doors and that draconic speech. Each of the symbols on that door are, they represent the towers that you entered.
Okay.
Yes. So basically, you need to know the name of the leaders of the towers in order to enter at least one of these doors.
Does our helpful companion here know anything?
Oh, is that lady? The lady we saw? Is she one of them?
Or did you mean Everlast?
Everlast, I was talking.
You can ask him.
Oh, I was talking about the lady we saw in the tower.
I don't think the lady can climb ladders in the state that she is in.
Wait, what? She's dead.
I thought you were
It's just
talking
a flesh
about the brain jar lady.
Oh no, there was a lady we saw. Wasn't she like important? Like wasn't she like a ruler?
What lady?
There was
The
a
one
lady.
that was turned into a stone statue.
Yeah.
I mean, she's slightly dead, but yes.
She's slightly dead. Just slightly.
You see, there's a difference between all dead and slightly dead. Slightly dead,
Mostly
it
dead.
means mostly dead means they are slightly alive.
Was
That was
she
a
a
good
leader?
movie. I love that movie. All right. Anyway,
You too.
so if you ask Everlast, he does know the names of the leaders of the tower.
Except for one. Or does he actually know all?
No, he knows all 8.
Oh, sweet.
So let's see.
Is he able and willing to actually give that information?
Since
Yes, although he's basically like, which one do you follow? And he can remind you of who that one is. So basically, you're gonna have to pick a door.
Can each one of us pick a different door?
If you so choose. So that's
Is it
4
time
of
to
the
split
8
up, gang?
doors.
Skiff would have his rapier out and shield and go in front of this door.
All right, so we have. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this real quick. Let's see if I can
Ooh.
remember how to do it. Draw
That could be the worst
freehand.
possible scenario for splitting up the gang, right?
Skiff, what color do you want?
Green.
Green it is. So we have 1,
This seems like a Scooby-Doo
Two.
moment waiting to happen.
I know.
3.
We just Fred and Daphne taking out the bathroom, taking out the bedroom for obviously no particular reason.
5, 6, 7, and 8. There we go. Okay, so for Liz, you have chosen door number 2.
Yes.
That one is High Evoker Zadalus. For Agony, you have chosen door number 4. That is High Illusionist Ajamar.
I say that.
I'll be posting these in chat in a moment. Zan, you have chosen door number 6. That is High Necromancer Katavix. And Skiff, you have chosen number 7, which is High Enchanter Ivira.
Wait, what are we supposed to do with their names?
You are supposed to speak them and attempt to open the door.
So I don't
So
think you could do
Xander
that.
can probably open his door for him.
I didn't think about that. Sorry.
Yeah, Skiff's
So
not a
I'm
big
closer
talker.
to you, as I'm gonna have to do both my door and your door.
Or could you hand him Professor Orb and Professor Orb would say it? Would that count?
Yeah, that counts.
Okay, Skiff is fine with holding Professor Orb.
Okay, I am
It's not gonna
Professor
go,
Orb
yeah,
over.
it's more like having him on his person and letting him open to air, like from his
Wait.
backpack or whatever.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, and then it was this one. And that. There you go. So Professor Orb speaks out High Enchanter Avira for Skiff. And this is where the fun for me begins. Oh, god damn. I'm going to have to zoom in for this. Hold on. They made these bars so tiny.
Well, the halflings have to go drink somewhere.
I get it.
Oh. There. No, really? There we go. Some of these are actually smaller than the, like some of you can see a little bit into it. There we go. So that is as far as you can see in. Does anybody have Devil Sight?
The fuck is that?
No.
No.
Not in this character.
Not on this character.
Um, let's see. Oh, okay. That's good to know.
Would it be good for us to know too?
Maybe.
It will be in a moment. Because there's a lot to read for this. All right, fair enough. So you're just gonna have to attempt to proceed blindly
Fun.
into the next room.
Right. Fun stuff.
Can I do any Arcana or Perception checks to check if there's any booby traps along the way or anything I'm not normal? I can try sensing otherwise.
Unfortunately, there's not really much you can do about that.
Oh.
Yeah, it's yeah. So you see, you saw Everlast just disappear into the darkness.
Who did?
Everlast.
Who saw? Everyone?
Oh, all of you
okay.
guys, because before you guys opened your door, he just kind of phased through them.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if, like, after we opened it and walked through.
Yep. I keep forgetting he's there because he's only represented by a ring. They didn't even give me a token for the poor guy.
I feel like with everything that you've done with them so far, they should have.
Yeah, I know, right? If you guys take one more step forward.
Okay. I didn't want to just do that and, like, break something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I mean,
it's
I
fine.
didn't want to step into the abyss, you know?
Well, the abyss is exactly where you need to be. All right, so a vortex of glowing stars hangs in the air inside of this chamber, slowly rotating on its axis. As the constellations move, they cast radiant starlight across the walls. 8 high-backed chairs, each bearing a different arcane symbol, face the starry miasma.
Can I do an Arcana check to see if there's some kind of specific purpose for this, or if it's just like a meeting room or something?
Actually,
I think maybe
you could.
Professor Orb could say something, maybe?
Professor Orb doesn't know what this is, but Everlast does.
What? Crazy.
Remember, he was part of the group that was here when it was constructed.
Yeah, that's his
So,
base of knowledge. This tower system.
yep. Let's see.
I'm also glad that I didn't choose door number 8.
Why?
It didn't lead into here. So like, where does it lead to?
It does.
All
I
of them
think
do.
probably that, yeah.
All of them
okay.
eventually lead in here.
Oh, okay. It's like eventually, well, I don't know why there are two ends are cut like made longer then.
Just because those two are a little more ostentatious.
Gotta make an entrance.
Basically.
Can the wolf squeeze in here?
Let's see. Oh, that's funny. I actually like that a lot. So if you ask Everlast what that is a representation of the cosmos as known to the Netherese.
So it might be
You
a
can actually
tad bit
study
different.
it if you want to. They say that futures can be told in the stars. And so they would study this to try and gain a glimpse of what the future held for the Netherese.
And yet their city fell.
Yeah, a little bit. By the way, I'm just moving these guys in here.
So the wolf would be able to squeeze in?
Yeah, literally squeeze in.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to study it?
Skiff would. He already has experience doing a little navigation and lookout work and stuff on a ship, doing the night sky and everything. So he's perfectly fine studying the stars a bit.
Agony would just want
All
to
right,
reach
fair
out
enough.
to try to touch it.
Skiff would take down notes and things. After he confirmed that this room is not going to be in immediate danger.
Oh, all right, fair enough. Let's see. So the stone chairs just appear to be normal stone chairs, although they are labeled the same as the doors. So they are probably there for the heads of the departments that they belong to. I need. So who all was studying the stars? Just Skiff and Liz?
I did touch it. I don't know if that means
Well,
anything
it's
for
less touching it. So, have you guys seen Star Wars? You know the star maps they pull up in Star Wars?
Nope.
It's basically that. Like
I
Any
if
mean,
show, movie, or book you could possibly imagine that puts out some hologram version of like a star thing.
yeah, it's basically just a hologram of the cosmos as
Ooh.
studied by the Netherese. You
let's
can
go
walk
study
in,
it.
but you can't actually interact with it.
Dang.
Do we have to
Yeah.
do a ability check for it?
No. Although I do need you to mark. I need you to mark something on your character sheets.
Okay.
Under what?
This. Let
Under
me.
this.
Where? Oh, come on. There we go. That.
Like anywhere?
Uh, you can put it in your notes section, personality, whatever you want.
Okay.
As long as you mark that on your character sheet, because that will come up later. And now you have 3 places to go. Liz, what color do you want?
Let's go with like a cute little pink color.
A pink color. Alrighty. Pink.
Wait, what's this for?
I am marking the map so you have a clearer understanding of where you are going. That way it's just like, I go to the left room and stuff like that.
What the hell do those letters mean?
It's
It's just-
there.
DM notes for just signifying this is this room.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
This is the tower itself was like a number inside of the actual Netherese city, and it's lettered inside the tower.
Like the map has letters, the letters have numbers, and then the numbers have letters.
Okay.
Skiff.
I see a face.
In chamber N, a 10-foot tall spindle of gray stone hovers upright and rotates slowly inside the circular chamber. All around it, the surfaces of the room's walls are cracked, as though some terrible energy once coursed through them.
Can I do an Arcana or History check to see if he would realize what kind of magic or power that was?
Yeah, go ahead.
How much would a 17 tell me?
Quite a bit, actually. So you recognize this from several of your spellcaster friends failing their magic. This room courses with wild magic.
He has seen a non-wild magic sorcerer surge before.
Mm-hmm.
And
So
potted
you
plant.
don't know the specifics, but there's a high chance if you cast magic in or near that room, based on the markings of what appears to be explosively failed magic in there before, magic probably either doesn't work or goes wild in that room.
He would just scribble down a quick note after he realized that if he actually had to take any time to realize that in any level of investigation, he would quickly scribble down and just share with the other people, share with the rest of the group, basically, don't cast magic around that room, and then just walks.
If you have any further questions, you could also talk to Everlast.
He cannot.
Well, Agony would be curious on why not. Like, would it be... might be hurtful?
So Everlast comes over here and he goes, so oh no, I just realized one of my friends has a character that would definitely attempt to do stuff in that room. It's just how his character is, and he might end up actually being able to succeed. So that spindle in the middle of the room is indestructible. Furthermore, it negates any magic below a certain tier, and anything above that certain tier goes wild.
Does Everlast know what tier?
Unfortunately, no.
I'm gonna guess it's more than 2.
Probably.
So I can't do it.
Considering this was in like an antechamber of like the most powerful wizards they had on their council, yeah.
Hey, it's worth a shot. It's what I got.
Wait, what?
What do you mean what?
Nothing.
What are you confused by?
Nothing.
By Agony being
Does
really
Liz want to
weird.
attempt to cast a spell in there?
I mean, should he?
Would he want to?
Would he be curious enough?
You were just told that if your magic's not strong enough, it'll get negated, and if it is strong, it will go wild.
So would he want to try it just for shits and giggles, or would he see it as like, what's the point? I don't want to waste my resources kind of guy.
I mean, like, the guy was walking around half naked for like a couple hundred years. So why not?
All right, what spell are you going to cast, and at what tier? You can
Oh.
always opt not to.
Because
Well,
if it's not high enough, you're burning a spell slot.
am I really though?
The magic's negated.
It
So
does give you an indication of how powerful it is. Also, Everlast did say that the spindle in the middle of that room is indestructible. So you don't have to worry about breaking it. It's not like you could anyway.
Oh, okay. He's gonna. Damn. He's gonna cast Dimension Door and just kind of end up right here.
Okay. Just basic, what is that, second tier dimension door? Fourth
Oh
tier
shit!
dimension
It's
door?
fourth, man. I didn't know that, but I mean,
yeah, it's minimum 4.
I don't have any other fourth tier slots, so.
Unfortunately for you, your spell got negated.
Oh,
Oh,
cool. All right. Well, that's he's saying his curiosity. As long as he's not dead, he's gonna move along.
Fair enough.
I mean, it would be hard to do it the other way.
Yeah, a little bit. The walls of this roughly triangular room are filled with floor-to-ceiling bookshelves. Hundreds of books and scrolls were thrown free of their resting places when the city crashed, and now cover the floor. Time and bitter cold have not been kind.
Would Skip be able to search for any intact scrolls in case there actually were spell scrolls? Because this is like a backup like storage area for really powerful wizards. It would make sense if they had some scrolls.
Not just really powerful wizards. These are really powerful wizards from before the fall.
So maybe
That means that
yeah.
if there are spell scrolls, then they are generally going to be either more powerful or use ancient magic.
But are there any?
Let's see.
based off of that reaction, probably not.
Let's see.
But with my luck, it'll be a spell scroll that only a wizard can cast, but it'll be a verbal component.
So most of them fall to pieces as if they were thin sheets of ice. However, 2 do not. A scroll and what appears to be a brittle tome with a black 8-pointed star on the front cover. It feels very brittle to the touch, too.
I can't use mending on it, can I?
I mean,
You can
can't
try.
use mending, can you? I forget what all mending requires.
I just want to make sure it's not going to fall apart from just trying to open it.
Yeah.
because he's the only one who would make use of a tome anyway. He'd want to just like up his chances as much as he can to not just immediately just destroy it by just trying to use it in the first place. So if he could, if through intuition or and arcana he doesn't think mending would work, he wouldn't try it. Otherwise, he definitely would in a heartbeat.
Hey Liz, what's your intelligence score?
You see, it's this number called a 0.
Not modifier.
That's your modifier. I need
You
to know the
also
score,
have
but
a
that tells me what I
10?
need to know anyway.
You
Basically
might have
10, most
11.
likely.
All right, 10 is enough.
Is
So
enough.
unfortunately, the script for that book is written in Draconic. However, Liz and Professor Orb can read it.
And
What about the
doobie
scroll?
Um,
You said there was also one scroll.
there is.
If it's not a spell, my class can learn anyway. It's just gonna be gibberish to me, but whatever.
Oh.
It's just gonna be like a random spell that I can learn for like no reason at all.
Like here's a spell that for whatever strange reason paladins are given for what
Yeah.
randomly.
So it is not on anyone's spell list, but it is still readable by you, if only because. Well, actually, no, it's not readable by you. It's readable by Professor Orb.
What
Because
does he say it is?
It's a scroll of the comet.
Oh.
So I'll just, because obviously you're going to ask him what it is and what it does, right?
Oh yeah. We wanna play. Oh.
By using an action to read the scroll, you cause a comet to fall from the sky and crash to the ground at a point you can see up to a mile away. You must be outdoors when you use the scroll, or nothing happens and the scroll is wasted. The comet creates a 50-foot deep, 500-foot radius crater on impact. Any creature in the radius must make a dexterity saving throw, taking 30 d10 force on a failed save, or half as much on a success. All structures in the crater are destroyed, as are all non-magical objects that are not being worn or held.
That's a good, weird way of saying they all die.
Well, the fact is that it doesn't say it has to be within a particular class. It's just a scroll.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that
It is not bound by the modern conventions of magic because this is a Netherese ancient scroll. This is what Netherese spellcasters used to just kind of do.
Just whip around
I mean,
murdering
they had
people.
floating cities. Magic was a little bit more extreme in their day.
Yes, and then some guy decided, you know what, I want to be the god of magic, and everyone went, oh no, and then he did, and then he got murdered, and then the reincarnation of the original god of magic, uh, she said, yeah, I'm
None of
gonna
that.
cap y'all. We ain't slinging that kind of shit around in my neighborhood anymore. And then everybody got sad.
And the rest is history.
Quite literally.
Skiff would give
So
the scroll away to someone else, probably, because obviously he literally can't read it aloud.
yeah.
Fair.
Well, you don't have to read it.
But
You
didn't
just
it say?
have to you just have to perform the use magical device action.
Oh, okay.
I was about to say.
Granted, unfortunately, that particular scroll is useless where you are because you guys are currently several hundred feet underground.
Yeah.
Underground?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you're in the middle of an iceberg.
We also have to be outside, right? Does it
Yeah.
mean like
Yeah.
outside of a building, or like if we're in the ice, like how does that work?
It's what the comet's supposed to come from the open sky.
Yep. So if you are not exposed to the open sky, it doesn't work.
This feels kind of like the kind of thing where you would want to bring this item with you to another module after you finish a Frost Maiden.
Yeah.
Where
Since
would
you
Either
you
are-
that or
use
the
that?
final. To be fair, I haven't read the climactic final battle yet, so there is a chance that it takes place on top of this island of an iceberg.
But then
But
we
that would
might
be
die.
exposed. Would that be exposed to open air though?
On top, yeah. Like this could take place on top of the iceberg. Who knows? Because right now you're dead center in the bottom of it.
We're slowly
We've
going up
been
a
going
tower,
up,
kind
yeah.
of.
So the black tome is also there, legible to
It's
two
just
of the
there.
lot of you.
Skip is still holding Percent Orb, so he lets him translate for whatever needs to be done for that.
So it reads kind of like a journal for the most part, or maybe notes of some sort of wizard. But in Draconic, one of the phrases that sticks out is Master. Oh God, your name? Why? Master Ilorlarthus opens the door to his study when 3 or more of his apprentices, or those empowered by the goblet in the House of the Arcane, are seated correctly in the Chamber of the Ebon Star.
Is there some kind of check I can make to try to figure out if I can to see if Skip knows what the hell that even means?
Go ahead and roll insight.
And I'm sure if anyone else wanted to, they probably could try because Skip was like they had Percent Orb read it out loud.
Yeah.
I do feel
And
a little
I'm not
sick.
sure a 13 is going to be the best there could be.
Not really.
How about an 18?
So you're not sure what it is, but there might be a chance that there's a building you didn't explore that has the answer. And considering you now have control of the tower, there's a chance that you could just leave and come back after having explored for the correct one. Furthermore, Everlast might know exactly what you need because remember, everything in this tower he has knowledge of because he was a construct meant to be the curator of this now museum.
He's this tower's Siri.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or Cortana or whatever other holographic aid is. Shoot, he could be Superman's dad from Man of Steel. Who knows? Oh, also forgot to mention this because I got caught up in what the scroll does. When you unrolled the scroll to read it, a key fell out of it.
Oh. We haven't noticed anything that needed a key like that to this point. have
Oh,
we?
kind of like these double doors that are blocking you that need a key.
Perfect. That's why it's
I'm sure he would try the
P.
key first, but if it's not the exact fit, I can lockpick at least.
Yeah, I was like,
But I'm sure other groups would need who happen to not have a rogue or a rogue type character might need a way to get through it too.
Yep, and good news, the key is a perfect fit.
P for perfect. Perfect. What is this?
Oh, let me go back to this layer so I don't move the entire walls of light.
Yeah, just move
Because
the
I
entire wall.
I almost clicked and dragged the entire fog of war. That would have been funny. Lock double doors. You already opened it. You could break it if you're barbaric or uncouth. Thieves' tools if you have a little more delicacy.
I would try Thieves' Tools.
Well, I mean, you had the key. I'm just like there's
Oh,
an
okay.
entire paragraph dedicated to the different ways you could pop this door.
Like, if
But
you, for whatever reason, do not have a rogue around,
if you somehow didn't find the key, don't have a rogue, you could just bash its face in. But yeah.
Probably set it on fire.
I'm sure the knock spell could probably help too.
So,
That too.
as long as while you're standing on the balcony, if you speak, your voice echoes loud, far, and wide. In fact, if you didn't know any better, you'd say that your voice could reach the entire city with this. Speaking of, I need you to make a dex save. Only Agony, because Agony's the
Dex,
only one on the
I'm not
balcony.
good at that.
You're really not.
I do have a negative to it, so it's at least a positive with my +2.
You're laughing, but what if this blows you off and kills you from the fall damage?
Well,
Good
there's
news,
pain.
it's not going to do that. It is going to hurt though, so that is going to be
Ooh.
11 piercing damage as a swiftly falling icicle rattles loose from the ceiling of this underground ice cave and
That makes
smashes right into you.
Ooh. Oh, I gotta press enter.
You also see several other icicles fall off the ceiling, just
Fun.
not in this area.
Do we need to do anything over here?
It doesn't appear as though there's anything else. You do get a very nice vista of the city, though.
Is there can I make an intelligence check or of any kind to be like, okay, we've gone this far, how do we progress upward some more?
You could just ask Everlast.
Well, he didn't want to
That'd
give
be
us that.
someone else other than Skiff.
Fair.
Alright, where do we go now?
If you want to proceed to the uppermost chamber, you must have the proper pass?
So basically have everyone here that's needed.
Let's sit in the chairs.
If at least 3 of you are the apprentices of the appropriate people here, and you've consumed the appropriate goblets' contents, sitting on the chairs will have no adverse effects and will open a gateway to the final chamber up top.
Adverse
Oh.
as in...
So you can't just sit on the chair.
Well, I don't know where the last ones that did just sit there, as you put it, went. I don't know if they ever turned up.
Should we just sit on it then? See what happens?
I wouldn't recommend it. I don't know if the magic works properly anymore.
Can my weasel sit on one, see if that causes something?
Damn, that's...
It's gonna disappear at dawn. And
I mean,
it doesn't really feel pain.
should we just... I mean, like, you only live once.
So you have it sit on the chair.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Are they both sitting on the chair then?
Are you saying this is the kind of person who's told, hey, the kind of people who sat on there, we don't even know if they ever showed up. They could have been disappeared to their deaths. It's like, so we can see it anyway, right?
Yeah, he's kind of...
That sounds suicidal.
So you see the weasel sit on the chair and it disappears in a violent puff of smoke.
Damn!
I
Does
look
Liz
over
also
towards
try
the other
sitting?
animals as
I mean,
if
after
they
he sees
just
that, he's not
puffed
going to.
from dawn.
I really wouldn't recommend sitting on that chair. At least not until you've consumed the ritual goblet's contents to prove that you're an apprentice.
How do we do that, and where do we do that?
Okay, so he says that you need to go to... where is it? Oh, come on, where is it? I just saw it. Nope, that's the wrong one. So the House of the Arcane. He's not sure where it is in relation to this because he has never been outside of the tower. But if you happen to have someone that knows the city, they might be able to take you there.
All right.
like the guy we have who's just waiting outside?
Essentially, yes. And because of that, I don't feel like we need to go on the adventure because I went and I looked, and the House of the Arcane, it's a building. There's a couple of things in there, no treasure or anything. There's 8 goblets, each one. You need to make a Constitution saving throw, but other than that, there's really nothing to it. So I don't have to move you on to a different map or any of that.
So we can just make con saves.
Each of you can make a con save.
Can we just all consider that while we were there, we were all close to agony?
That's what I was about to say.
I had a feeling that was going to be the case anyway. So I guess go ahead and make your Constitution saving throws.
Can't wait to get another nat 1.
Okay, so I want to use my tactical wit, arcane deflection, I guess, is for being a war magic wizard, and not only add +2 for agony, but also add a +4 for that from as a reaction.
So a total of +6.
Yeah, so 18.
Okay. So Skiff, with a total of an 18, you pass. Liz, you passed. Is there anything you want to do, Zan? Is there anything you can do?
I think actually, I think I can spend key points to increase the save. Let me see where that is, though.
Double check on that, and then while you're doing that, Agony, you got a nat 20, so you passed. So at the very least, you have the minimum number of people required to open the gate.
But we still have to sit at the right seat.
Well, if the goblets have any arcane markings, you could probably figure it out. Yeah,
They
it would just be the associated marking.
They have the associated marking. So I'm assuming you drank from the goblet that you entered through the door of. So.
And I figured the seats are arranged in the correct way.
Yeah. So Skiff was Enchanter Avira.
I was the High Illusionist.
I think Liss was Evoker Zadalus. I believe Zan was Illusionist Ajamar, and then
I was the Necromancer.
Yeah, Zan was Necromancer Katavix. But anyway, so do you have the ability to increase your score or no?
I'm looking at it. I could have sworn I did, but I can't find where it was.
Alright.
It's not the moment until I can find it.
So a 14 otherwise?
So 14 unfortunately fails. You have the poisoned condition for the next hour.
But
wait,
it's a monk.
I was about to say, aren't monks?
Oh yeah, you're immune to the you can cure that, can't you?
No, it's also immune to poison.
Oh, just immune? Okay, fair enough. So if
Either
that's
that
the
or to
case,
hand a staff to somebody and they'd be.
You're fine. All right, so you guys make it back. Zan, your butt doesn't touch a seat. Where did Liz go?
Yeah, man, I don't know. All I see is blackness. I thought, it was intentional.
Where the hell?
Oh. I think you might have deleted him. With the weasel.
Did I? Oh, well,
by accident.
Okay.
They're overlapping tokens, yeah.
I forgot that was the case.
Can you see now?
There we go. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I didn't realize I did that.
Which door did you go in with again?
Number 2. I remember.
All right. Sitting on the appropriate seats, the star map that you guys are currently in front of shifts and starts to swirl into a vortex and then opens into what appears to be a gate with inky blackness in the center. And it does take up about all of that room. Everlast says, "All right, I will see you on the other side."
I guess we can go through.
Skiff sees the transformation as equal parts cool and intimidating. He wouldn't share that impression of it, but that's how he feels.
I mean, unless you wanted to write it down, I don't think you share it with us readily.
Yeah, he
so.
wouldn't. Yeah.
How we doing?
Well, it sounds like we're gonna be ported to a different part of the tower slash map, so it would most likely be where we have to group up again to be moved.
Yeah,
Mhm.
everybody just group up. It'll be fine. Let's see. Oh, okay.
You coming, Liz?
This is going to be an interesting fight.
The ability I was looking for, I won't get until next level.
Uh,
So
Okay.
if you're coming, you're gonna come with us. I can like move your token move.
Yeah, he's coming.
Give me just a second, because there's actually a lot, because this is the final room.
Ooh.
ooh.
I asked because you're still sitting in the chair.
Oh, you mean like move?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's why I said move my token move.
Yeah, so I
Yeah,
can just
if you
grab us
guys group
easy.
up, it makes it easier for me to grab you all.
That
Alright.
include the puffballs.
But that's his job, so we don't want to
know.
accidentally stop
I
him
can't
from
move
doing
anyway.
other stuff. Be nice if I could just move him around. It's kind of why I just did the, oh hey, it's a bunch of mini-me's as Finfer. Just so I could move them around and not have to worry about it.
Okay. Okay, so I need to get... I gotta set this room up. So
It's a
give me
safe,
just
happy room, right?
Sure.
Yes.
Sure, we'll go with that. Okay, where are you?
In the middle of the
Ah,
room.
there you are. So that I need this. We're gonna go with a rectangle. Let's see. Zan, what color?
Purple.
Oh, the default color. Perfect. So that'll be there. Okay, what else do I need? Well, I might as well go ahead and just grab that so I can have it and I don't have to find it later. And then... Oh, that was it! Okay, cool. Okay, stop coloring things. Move that down. And then let's come back and grab you. I'm assuming you're bringing your dire wolf and the
The
big
giant
badger.
boar, yes. Or, yep, badger.
Alright, so copy. Delete.
How dare you?
Paste.
Oh, there we are. Okay.
That. There you go. Alright. And this is where the boss music would start.
Oh, so is that actually the boss? Actually, Oriole?
That...
Am
Actually,
I
I
supposed to
can...
have vision?
Huh?
Am I supposed to see something? Because I'm seeing Nothing.
Did you move
bottom, bottom right of the map.
Oh, yeah, I found it.
All right. Oh, is there no? Oh, do you not have a? Oh, I can't show you the picture of this one.
That's dumb. It's the final thing, and there's nothing.
Yeah, that's kind of an. I mean, there is a picture, but I don't have a handout. All right. Cool beans. So, up on the ledge, you can see the glowing, crystallized, snowy form of the Frost Maiden. You can also see surrounding you 3 creatures with big ol' eyes, which you may remember from earlier in this area, or the previous area, are the citizens having transformed into these creatures.
That's what it was. I couldn't remember exactly what it was.
To our knowledge, do they have cold resistance or immunity?
No, but they also haven't been aggressive. These guys look aggressive, but they don't really have a choice in the matter on that.
I feel like Oriole would be aggressive after us, just kind of
Oh
murking
yeah,
the
no,
bird.
she's actually
Okay.
angry with you because of what you've done.
Oh, we saw these guys near the near the pear trees.
Yep.
Actually, speaking of which, can I eat one more pear and get like one extra effect?
We did grab them.
I was about to say, I believe you
Skip
did
had
grab
one-
them
yeah,
for exactly that.
Skip had one more pear left, and I wanted him to eat it right before he walked through the portal.
Okay.
I think it was like a 1d8, one of the effects, right?
Yeah, I need to
I was
bring
about
that
to say
up.
now
So
you
give
gotta
me just
now
a
you gotta
second.
have him look.
Well, I mean, I can already cast Fairy Fire without any components, including verbal. That's not a bad thing, okay?
It's really not.
It's only like
forget
3
what
times,
mine
and it has
was.
to be purple, and it's like the charm of Purple Mancy or whatever. But it's still kind of cool.
All right.
Did I
So
write
it
down what
was
I
this
had?
one.
I made
One.
sure to put in like the middle tab of my character sheet bio stuff.
I need to find the thing, because keep in
don't think I
mind
did.
these have a lot of sections.
Yeah.
There it is. Okay. Um. Oh no, it was D20, not a D8.
Okay.
But you still get a 1. You got an 8.
That is not a 1.
Well, it's probably different effects rather than oh no, it's in that one you get nothing kind of thing. I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah. They are very different effects based on what you got. And in this case, you have the charm of invisibility. You can cast invisibility as an action, no components required whatsoever, 3 times before the charm disappears. Invisibility isn't a bad thing to go through with, and it doesn't take spell slots to do it either. So
Yeah, that's
Or
what I
components.
wanted to make sure. He had no verbal components, no material components, nothing. And it's just cast it for free, so he can do visibility and a purple fairy fire 3 times each.
all right.
Skip can't talk to the people, but this at least the other 3 would have recognized that we met them near the pear tree.
Yeah.
I mean, 2 of us would.
These are not the same ones as last time, but
It's the same situation that they were probably in
for the most
for
part.
transformation's sake.
Yep. And so, all right.
Are we in combat immediately because she's hostile?
We're gonna pause here. There is a decision to be made here. We can do the fight this session. We are not going to be able to finish this fight this session. For several reasons. Oh, let me put him over here with you guys. So you guys can't see it yet, but there's an item here that's going to come into play in a little bit. But
Not even with
Oral,
Elven perception? Damn.
yeah, Oral had, well, I mean, she's on an elevated platform. The only reason you can
Uh.
see her is because she's flying. This fight is going to should last more than 30 minutes. And unfortunately, that's about as far as I can drag it before I have to go to bed so I can get up for work in the morning. So, we can either start this fight now and then have to finish it up next week, or we can end the session a little bit early and then start at the beginning of the fight next week. That
This-
way we have like an hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever it is, for the entire fight.
This does feel like
We should do it next week.
okay stopping point where we're like, okay, we're ready for next week.
Yep. And then that should be the final part of this module.
We're not exposed to open air.
You are not exposed to open air, at least not
Not
currently.
currently.
Because keep in mind, she's a spellcaster.
You could just teleport us all to the tippy top of a mountain.
Well, she's not just a spellcaster. Isn't she like a avatar?
Yeah,
She's a lot of things.
she's the avatar. She has all the elements.
She's an avatar. I don't think she has shit with fire.
Most prominent spell, Fireball. This is actually really funny.
Either that
But
or
anyway,
the other
it's
kind
up
of
to you
avatar.
guys. Do you want to start fresh at the beginning of the next session, this fight, or do you want to start now and then finish it up next week?
We can start it next session and then be
agree.
perfect to go through it, the battle.
All right. Well, if that's the case, tune in next time on D&D Z. Will our heroes be able to take down Auril in her final form? What happens next time?